Hey Cowboys Nation! Today we are diving deep into everything you need to know as the Dallas Cowboys approach another exciting chapter in their journey. With the draft approaching, speculation is heating up and every fan is analyzing every prospect, every ranking, and every potential move. The big question on everyone's mind is, who should the Cowboys target in the first round? And how can this team continue to strengthen the roster while addressing critical needs? Let's break down the most intriguing options and the strategies that could define this year's draft class. Looking at the landscape of this year's prospects, we know the Cowboys won't be picking a quarterback early, so the focus shifts entirely to finding the best available talent outside that position. One name that has been generating buzz is Jeremiah Love. He's a dynamic player with three-down versatility, explosive speed, and the ability to change a game with a single play. For the Cowboys, who might be picking around 12, Love represents one of the rare players who could elevate the team immediately. His combination of size, skill, and football IQ makes him a tantalizing option if he falls to them. Of course, it's always a question of whether the player actually makes it that far down the board, but if he does, it's a pick that's hard to ignore. Another prospect to keep an eye on is Armel Reese. While he has slowed down slightly and hasn't been as productive as earlier in the season, he still offers intriguing potential. His talent is undeniable, even if he may be off the board before the Cowboys make their selection. Then there's Francis Mauigonia, a player with the versatility to play guard or right tackle. If he's available, he could step in and provide stability on the offensive line, possibly even replacing Terrence Steele. Rankings have shifted, and Mel Kiper, a well-known analyst, moved him up 4 spots recently. While there are no guarantees he will be there when Dallas is picking, his skill set makes him a potential game-changer for the line. David Bailey is another name that should not be overlooked. He's been dominant in the Big 12, with 13.5 sacks and 17 tackles for loss. There's debate over whether he's the best edge rusher in this class, but considering where the Cowboys are selecting, he offers immediate impact. Edge rushers are always in demand, and Bailey's combination of consistency, production, and game-changing potential makes him one of the more enticing options for Dallas. When considering wide receivers and tight ends, the team seems unlikely to go in that direction in the first round. Names like Jordan Tyson, Kenyon Sadiq, Carnell Tate, and My Lemon have generated discussion, but the Cowboys' current roster construction and draft philosophy suggest these positions aren't priorities early. That doesn't mean these players won't have successful careers, but for Dallas, addressing critical gaps on defense and the offensive line seems far more pressing. Safeties are always intriguing, and Caleb DS is certainly a player worth watching. Some believe he could be the best overall player in the draft, though history suggests the Cowboys are hesitant to invest high picks in the safety position. If he does slip close to their selection, it might be tempting to move up slightly, but trading in the first round is often a challenge without the right assets. Sonny Styles, on the other hand, presents an athletic and explosive option that could seamlessly fill a linebacker role or add versatility to the defensive front. Listed at 6'4" and 243 pounds, he combines size, speed, and instinct, making him one of the top candidates for impact in the first round if he remains available. Cornerback depth is another area of interest. Jermad McCoy offers ball-hawking skills and solid size, though he is coming off an injury. If he's healthy and performing at the combine, he could be an intriguing gamble for Dallas, particularly given the uncertainty at cornerback beyond key starters like Don Bland and Savone Rebel. Meanwhile, offensive line prospects like Spencer Fonda and Francis Mauigonia provide the kind of flexibility and protection the Cowboys crave, allowing them to target multiple positions while still bolstering the trenches. Defensive line and edge rushers remain top priorities. Players like Caden McDonald, Peter Woods, and Akeem Metter bring different skill sets to the table, whether it's size, pass rush capability, or run-stopping prowess. Dallas has consistently emphasized the importance of getting pressure on the quarterback, and these edge defenders could instantly enhance that aspect of the team. Metter, in particular, has shown breakout potential this season, demonstrating the kind of hustle and effort that NFL teams value, even if he might be more suited to a later pick rather than the first round. Receiver depth beyond the first round is also notable, with players like Zachariah Branch showing reliability and ball skills that could complement the Cowboys' passing attack. His ability to consistently get open and make plays under the radar makes him a valuable target in the mid-rounds, even if he doesn't get selected in the top 20 picks. Other cornerback prospects, including Denzel Boston and Kelly Jones, bring size, length, and youthful potential to a position where Dallas needs depth, offering intriguing options for the future. Trade-down scenarios are also worth considering. While the Cowboys may prefer to stay put, this year's draft presents opportunities to acquire additional assets by letting other teams move up. Talented players like Caleb Lou, Caden Proctor, Zion Young, and Damon Wilson could be attractive options in these situations, giving Dallas the chance to strengthen multiple positions without sacrificing top-tier talent. The balance between immediate impact and long-term planning is delicate, but the flexibility offered by trade scenarios can be a strategic advantage. This draft class is deep, with several edge rushers, versatile linebackers, offensive linemen, and skill position players who can make an immediate difference. The Cowboys' front office faces tough decisions, weighing the best available talent against positional needs and potential trade opportunities. As the first round approaches, fans will be watching closely to see if Dallas seizes a player who can redefine the roster or opts for a more measured approach, accumulating assets while addressing critical weaknesses in the later rounds. With all of these considerations, one thing is clear. The Dallas Cowboys have the chance to dramatically shape their future in this draft. Whether it's taking a dynamic playmaker like Jeremiah Love, a versatile linebacker in Sonny Styles, or an impactful edge rusher like David Bailey, each pick has the potential to ripple through the roster. Fans should keep their eyes on both the board and the clock because the first round will set the tone for how this team positions itself for success in the upcoming seasons. Every player discussed has unique traits that could fill gaps, address weaknesses, and bring a competitive edge to the field, but ultimately it will be about the strategy and timing of each selection that defines the Cowboys' draft story this year. As we continue our deep dive into the Dallas Cowboys draft outlook, it's clear that defensive needs remain at the forefront. The team has consistently prioritized building a defense that can create turnovers, pressure quarterbacks, and control the line of scrimmage, and this draft class offers a variety of players capable of filling those roles immediately. One of the most interesting aspects is the depth at edge rusher, a position the Cowboys have identified as crucial. Players like Damon Wilson and Zion Young have emerged as top options, each bringing unique strengths. Wilson has impressed with his ability to generate pressure consistently, while Young has excelled against the run, providing a complementary skill set that could allow the Cowboys to rotate effectively along the defensive front. Both are versatile, and their inclusion in the first round could significantly upgrade the team's defensive potential. Edge rushers are just part of the puzzle, as interior defensive linemen and run stoppers also play a major role. Peter Woods and Caden McDonald have shown flashes of dominance in college, and although their overall production varies, their physical traits make them intriguing options. Woods, in particular, has the length and athleticism that NFL teams covet, while McDonald offers a combination of size and technique that could allow him to thrive in a rotational role initially before becoming a full-time starter. The Cowboys have invested in defensive linemen over the years, but adding a player with high ceiling potential at this position could transform both the pass rush and run defense simultaneously. Linebacker is another position where Dallas might make a strategic selection. Sonny Styles stands out because of his size, speed, and instincts, all of which translate well to the NFL level. He has the ability to make plays sideline to sideline, cover tight ends effectively, and contribute in blitz packages. Given the team's ongoing search for playmakers who can make an immediate impact, Styles offers a combination of athleticism and football IQ that is hard to overlook. While some analysts argue about whether he is superior to other linebackers in the class, the Cowboys could view him as an immediate starter who fills multiple roles and strengthens the second level of the defense. Beyond the first round, cornerback depth remains a concern. Players like Jermad McCoy and Kelly Jones bring size and playmaking ability, while Denzel Boston has the length and awareness to compete effectively at the professional level. Cornerback is a position where matchups can define the success of a defense, and adding multiple pieces through the draft allows for rotation and coverage flexibility. This is particularly valuable in today's NFL, where quarterbacks often target secondaries aggressively. By building depth and finding players with instincts, athleticism, and length, the Cowboys can create a unit capable of not only covering elite receivers, but also generating turnovers. Offensive line continues to be a theme for Dallas, as protecting the quarterback and establishing the run game remain critical for the team's overall success. Players like Francis Mauigonia and Spencer Fonda provide versatility across the line, offering the potential to plug holes and immediately improve efficiency. Mauigonia's ability to play both guard and tackle gives the coaching staff options, while Fonda's experience on both sides of the line makes him an asset for schemes that require rotation or injury contingency. Strengthening the offensive line in the draft ensures that the team's skill players can operate effectively, giving the Cowboys a balanced approach to team building. Skill positions beyond quarterback are also on the radar, even if the Cowboys are unlikely to invest their first pick there. Wide receivers like Zachariah Branch have demonstrated reliability, route running, and ball skills that make them attractive options in later rounds. He's a player who could contribute immediately in slot or rotational roles, providing depth and creating matchup challenges for opponents. Tight ends, while not a first-round priority, may also be considered in subsequent rounds to add blocking versatility and passing options, complementing the receiving core without diverting focus from primary needs on defense and the line. Safety remains an interesting discussion point. While Caleb Diaz may not align with the Cowboys' traditional approach to using early picks on the position, his talent is undeniable. Some scouts argue that he could be the best player available, combining awareness, tackling, and coverage skills that are difficult to find in a single prospect. If he remains close to the selection range, the Cowboys could be tempted to maneuver slightly to secure a playmaker who can impact the game immediately. Sonny Styles and other linebackers could serve as complementary pieces, balancing the back end while reinforcing the front seven. Trade-down possibilities continue to be a strategic factor for Dallas. With several teams potentially looking to move up, the Cowboys could find themselves in a position to acquire additional picks while still landing one of the top talents on the board. This flexibility is particularly valuable in a draft class that is deep across multiple positions, from edge rushers to offensive linemen to versatile defensive backs. By navigating these scenarios carefully, Dallas can maximize value, address multiple needs, and maintain flexibility to react to unexpected developments as the first round unfolds. The Cowboys' approach to the draft also involves weighing traits versus production. Some players like Caden McDonald and Peter Woods may not have the flashiest statistics, but their physical abilities and football instincts suggest high potential at the next level. Others, like David Bailey and Jeremiah Love, have proven production and can contribute immediately. Balancing these factors is critical for a team that wants to remain competitive both in the present and over the long term. The first round is about seizing opportunity, and the Cowboys must decide whether to prioritize immediate impact or long-term ceiling when choosing their top prospect. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a shocking turn of events that has sent ripples through the NFL community, whispers from inside the Dallas Cowboys organization suggest that head coach Brian Schottenheimer has made a drastic move in response to a locker room altercation. Sources close to the team claim that one of the starters was involved in a heated confrontation with teammates, escalating to the point where Schottenheimer reportedly lost patience entirely. "He is out of here," a source allegedly overheard the coach saying, fueling speculation that the player's days in Dallas could be numbered. The Cowboys, known for their high-profile roster and ambitious playoff goals, are now facing uncertainty as internal tensions appear to surface publicly. While details remain murky, insiders suggest that the incident was not an isolated disagreement, but part of a larger pattern of clashes between the player and coaching staff. Schottenheimer, who has earned a reputation for demanding discipline and cohesion, reportedly viewed the altercation as a direct challenge to his authority, prompting what some describe as an unprecedented disciplinary action. Fans and analysts are now left to wonder about the ramifications for the team's lineup and chemistry. Will the Cowboys adjust quickly and reinforce Schottenheimer's stance? Or could this decision create further unrest in a locker room already under scrutiny? Speculation is mounting about which starter might have been at the center of the controversy, with various names circulating on social media and sports forums. The timing of the move adds another layer of intrigue. With the team navigating a critical stretch of the season, the sudden removal of a starter could have significant implications on both the field and in the locker room. Industry insiders suggest that Schottenheimer's decisiveness might signal a new era of accountability within the Cowboys organization, but others caution that such high-profile disciplinary measures can backfire if not managed carefully. As rumors swirl and the team remains tight-lipped, the sports world watches closely, eager for confirmation and clarity. What is clear, however, is that Brian Schottenheimer is sending a message. Discipline and respect within the locker room are non-negotiable, and even star players are not immune when tensions boil over. Whether this move ultimately strengthens the team or sparks further controversy remains to be seen. But for now, the Dallas Cowboys are at the center of one of the most talked about off-field dramas of the season. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.